Hello again from Bangkok. Today we have one destination, and that's a temple. We know it's that way, but we don't know what we're going to find on our trail towards the temple. So follow us and we'll have a good day. Now this is what is absolutely fascinating. We're still in the center of Bangkok, and you've got this wonderful small streets where it's absolutely quiet, it's bliss, and everyone is just relaxing and having a really, really nice time. Take a look at these small paths that we're walking on now. This is where Thai people live. This is the real Thailand. When walking the streets, you meet the locals. We've met this wonderful lady here who's actually now been giving us a bit of history of what happened here with the burnt houses. It's actually a guest house that's burnt down, but also giving us directions of where to go, what to see, where there's a good place to take a boat of north and south as well. So we wouldn't know this if we hadn't taken the small paths.
Go to the left side and you see the bridge, you cross the bridge, and then that's the big path to walk around here. That's very good.
Good.
Because kids are like that, I think that.
This is fascinating.
Thank you.
We've been in Thailand now for 6 months, and we just keep seeing new wonderful things.
Where you come from?
Denmark.
Oh, Denmark.
We're lost, and that's what happens when you take to the streets of Bangkok and you don't know where you're going, and these labyrinths of amazing roads, but we'll find our way out, hopefully. One of the really, really good things about just not having a destination and just being able to walk around is you find these small pearls of fantastic streets where you've got street food and you've got everything. And the thing is, it's just a minute away from our hotel. And if we weren't walking, we would have never seen this. So even though you get lost, don't fear, and don't fill your bag with food, because there's always a street picture near you. Right, we found our way out of the small street, and we're actually now standing on the campus of Thammasat University in the middle of Bangkok. Education is extremely important in Thailand for the young people, because the pension is 80 kroners, £8 a month, and no one can really live off that. So therefore education is extremely important for these people. Some of them have families they have to support, and therefore on the side of studying they also have had to work. Now the real unfortunate people, not unfortunate being pregnant and giving birth to a child, but they might have to leave their child behind in their home village and then come and study and then work and not see their child for many months because they can't afford to go back. So therefore education is extremely important in this country. And unfortunately it's not everyone who can afford to come to Bangkok, do the university degree and go home and get a good job. Hello again, we are now sitting in a tuk-tuk getting ready for a small tour. We were approached by this wonderful man who said to us 10 baht per person for a tour about the King's Palace, the zoo, Big Buddha, everything, 50 baht. It just doesn't get cheaper than that. Yeah?
And then Marble Temple, come back 50 baht, no more.
50 baht.
Come back to here,
This
please.
is incredible. Thank you.
No more.
Thank you. Thank
คุณยายนานสวัสดีครับครับเต้นเจ็บครับ
The first stop on our tuk-tuk ride around town is Big Buddha. Now we've actually been told that we're allowed to go in today with shorts, so let's see if that's true. apparently someone is not as interested in the big Buddha and the small cemetery for the monks. Welcome to Romaninat Park here in the middle of Bangkok. This park is, if you have your children with you, well worth a visit because it's got everything. It's got beautiful trees, it's got grass, it's got playgrounds, it's got running areas, it's got football, it's got skateboarding, kids playing badminton, absolutely everything. Now, 50 years ago, Romaninat Park was actually a prison, quite a huge prison. And you can still see some of the prison walls, you can see some of the guard towers around here, and you've got correctional museums, and it's quite fascinating. So pay it a visit when you're here. 5 minutes that way, even 2 minutes that way, you've got shacks, you've got old buildings, things that might not seem very appealing, but the people there are still very happy and still very satisfied. And then you come over here and you've got this huge, gigantic 5-star building, and this is only for the rich, but it's still very fascinating because it's not the cars coming to pick up the guests of the supper. See the couple up there waiting for their driver? This is also very fascinating. It's just for the rich. So even though a backpacker like me probably would get thrown out if I was to enter this department store, this building, looking the way I look, it's still extremely fascinating because sometimes when you're in Thailand you forget that there's a huge amount of wealth and people have exceeding amounts of money. And then you just have to take a walk here, look at the cars, look at the shops. We're back at the hotel again. It's been a very, very nice day, a very hot day, and a very long day. The kids probably sleep in about an hour's time, I hope. And it turned out that our very nice tuk-tuk driver, for the 50 baht drive, he wanted to take us to a tailor to get our suits done and to get shirts done. But we politely said no thank you, and he took us back to the starting point. So, all in all, a good experience walking around town, just taking it all in.
Thank you for watching.